3,700 pounds Winnebago Micro Mini 2106 DS, one of the best sellers of the Winnebago series here at HaylettRV of Coldwater, Michigan. I actually last year had worked with the trailer designer at Winnebago and helped him come up with this style of Murphy bed design. I will admit he did the majority of the actual work here, but we carry a lot of different Murphy bed models here at HaylettRV of Coldwater, Michigan, from Rockwoods to Jaycos to Keystones to Coachmans and Winnebagos here. And he said, man, you know, you guys carry a lot of different ones and we want to expand our Murphy bed lineup. What do we need to do better? One of the first things I said is you need to give it a good pass-through storage, but you need a one-piece folding bed, not like where the whole bed pivots, not where the bed actually has a mattress that folds, because that's not going to work very well. And that's what they had before. And he wrapped his head around it and he found a way to do this. So what they came up with here is the easiest Murphy bed to set up of anything I've seen on the market. And there's some other ones that are great out there for sure. Like I said, we carry a lot of different brands here at HaylettRV. But this one has the largest pass-through storage of any one-piece Murphy bed on the market. And I think that's pretty remarkable. Now, if you want to see if we have one of these in stock and available, please visit the link in the video description to review our website. And I highly encourage you to do that so you can see the exact one that we have in stock, because this is just a video of one 2106 DS Winnebago we've had in stock, not necessarily the 2106 DS in stock. Little things constantly update, you know, like compared to previous videos, with this bigger, wider baggage compartment, they've now got the nicer magnet latches and the easy slam latches, but I like that this is actually double magnetic. Winnebago's not about being the least expensive product. They're out there trying to be what they feel is a more premium, superior product. I think they've accomplished that in a lot of ways, and if I want verification of that, all I need to do is look at the sales success records of this, and then even more importantly, the service success records of the Winnebago product. This has been one of the absolute most near bulletproof things we've ever seen here at HaylettRV. It's not just a Winnebago in name, it's a Winnebago in deed and performance, and for that they have earned my respect. You know, the number one thing I dislike is when I work with some folks and they take home an RV and there's a problem with it. You don't want to make that phone call, and I don't want to receive that phone call. Winnebago's the brand that stays in your driveway. And that's kind of what's great about these, because like it's an easy towing, narrow body model. It's not 8 foot wide like a lot of big campers, so it reduces headwinds. You can see around it more easily. It's very good for towing and going. The tandem axle on a narrow body is something that's not impossible to find, but it's less common. You tend to find a lot of single axles on narrow bodies, so it really tracks and tows extremely well. It's balanced and engineered extremely well. It has an all aluminum structure, which is something I don't see in every lightweight here at HaylettRV. You know, they're all good for different reasons, but you know, what are the things that have really made this thing shine? That's what I like focusing on. Now again, visit our website, see what we have in stock. And the reason I say that is it could look drastically different from what we have here. This has their platinum high gloss skin. Winnebago has like 5 or 6 different exteriors, maybe 7, I can't even remember offhand. You know, if you want one that's blue or red or yellow or orange or champagne or whatever, there's different colors. There's also different interior decors. So this is a popular way that folks have liked our Winnebagos, but not necessarily the only way we keep it on hand. Now, I think the quality of this thing starts right from the ground up. They use a different kind of chassis. This is made with an HSLA chassis, high strength, low alloy. What that means in English is stronger but lighter. It's very similar to an aircraft chassis in actuality. Little extra things they do here you don't typically find on all small campers. You're going to find some brands that do some of these things, but nothing that does all these things. Like an easy reach battery disconnect. It keeps your battery from getting drained from a phantom load. And this is a true T60 diesel pusher gel coat. You can see that mirror-like finish on there. This is literally the same skin used on Winnebago diesel pusher motorhomes. They only have one skin supplier. This is literally the best fiberglass in the entirety of the towable industry. It's better than anything. There's nothing wrong with Phylons or high glosses, but a true T60 gel coat. It has more resin in the mold The fiberglass is thicker, better, stronger, going to last longer. It has more UV inhibitors. It'll hold up better long term. The wheel wells here look sharp, especially with the nice little Winnebago hubcap. I love how that's rotated perfectly. Couldn't have planned that. And then you look above and you see, oh, galvanized steel wheel well. That's great if I have a tire blowout, so it's not going to rip my trailer apart. Because if that wheel gives up the ghost, it's going to rip up your slide out. That's a bad day at the office. Even little stuff like a separate cable and satellite hookup above your outside shower and black tank flush things. And notice just the logic here. The Winnebago puts their water stuff below their electrical stuff. And you think, yeah, so don't they all do that? And the answer is, no, they don't. You should look around at some of these things. It's actually really comical how some of them are designed. Now, I don't worry too much about like an RV having an electrical fire because you figure these outside electrical hookups are exposed to rain, wind, and snow and everything else. But I do like to try to not, like, you know, tease fate and you know, just beg for trouble. Now, we've got a 5/8 tongue and groove plywood floor deck. You've got a 3/8 full walk-on roof deck above that all aluminum skeleton. That's why you've got the standardized ladder on the back. And that's what I like about this. Most of the equipment you're looking at is actually pretty standardized. They found the right way to build this, and they just keep punching it out of the mold every single time, and it keeps coming out clean. Little TV hookup there, grill hookup there, by the way. Your power awning, they actually couldn't make the awning much longer because this big window right here, if they tried to make the awning longer, then you'd run into the taper profile of the nose. But it does have full-length LED lighting under it. And on a little 21-foot trailer, like a, 16, 18-foot awning, whatever this is, that works. Now, recent update, they went to the friction hinge entry door right here. Another thing you may notice, if you let go of the screen door, it keeps itself closed. It's just a simple, silly thing. It's basically like effectively a bungee strap, just this giant rubber band type thing. But it's the extra stuff Winnebago does. That way, when you go outside, you pop your screen door, you don't get bugs inside. Obviously, you're going to want to close that little screen door panel, but you get the idea. Let's step inside for you. Winnebago has become known for their very, very different decor. And that's something that I really enjoy about them. They are all in on a heavy, very residential style, light, dark contrast. You know, this is the graphite decor. There's also stone, which is like a mid-tone brown as opposed to the jet black. But this is actually the most popular combination, the graphite with the light interior. Now, pardon me, I forgot before I finished or started filming this video. This is the propane tank system that comes with the Winnebago Micro Mini, and it does come with a dual tank with an auto changeover regulator. They ship theirs loose so that some dealers who need to flatbed these out can save some shipping money. That's fine. I respect all that. I'll have to move that. I'll do the Murphy bed setup example at the end so I can move that box out of the way and I'm not tripping over it the whole time again. Video guide failure. But everything in this, anywhere they could use better materials, like the plywood floor, the all-aluminum skeleton, real wood fascia instead of MDF foam, stuff like that. There's nothing wrong with MDF foam. I've got that material in a lot of products here at HaylettRV. You know what? It's lightweight. It's less expensive. It looks fine. But 100% of the time, if you ask a customer, would you like this to be made of foam or wood? Well, it's funny, 100% of people go, well, wood if I had the choice. Well, there you go, you know. If I was going to buy it, where would my confidence level be? It would be the exact same. Now notice these extremely large bedroom windows they put in here up front, or front living windows if you will, because this is kind of two floor plans in one. One of the questions I get on the 2106 DS a lot here at HaylettRV is, why are there two sofas? Why is there a double sofa? And the answer is not because of sitting, it's because of personal comfort for entertainment. The front sofa directly faces the entertainment center, and that's what makes it very comfortable. Now, there is a sister to this called the 2106 FBS, and that has a fixed bed and sofa slide. And it has the same entertainment center and whatnot. It's the exact same floor plan, just without a Murphy bed. So if you love this, but you don't want a Murphy bed, I got one of those too. Now, if you go, yeah, I get all that, but I really just don't want a sofa right here. There's also the 2108 DS, which has a dinette slide and a Murphy bed. So we kind of carry it in every single different way here at HaylettRV, and they're all extremely popular. I've never had one statistically show that it's more popular than the other. The 2108 DS is very new at the time of this filming, but it will absolutely be a top seller member of the family. So a lot of times, little campers, you don't always get a full-size 6 cubic foot fridge freezer. You don't always get a nice covered stovetop with a full oven. You rarely, rarely does a manufacturer ever spend money on a double bowl stainless sink with covers, and you'll see a stainless sink in the bathroom. They never scale back in a Winnebago. They always keep everything top shelf. Now, something I used to just never talk about is how this comes with first-year roadside assistance. But so many brands have ceased to provide this service for their customers that Winnebago is now actually in the minority of manufacturers who still provides their customer with first-year roadside assistance after ownership. Very good for first-timers, you know. If, basically if the RV can't be moved, you're covered, you know. If, you run out of gas, you call a 24-hour hotline and somebody brings you gas. And I've had, thankfully, very few, but I have had customers call and say, you know what? I was really glad I had that. I enjoyed that. Now, behind this very nice tufted, quilted-looking sofa is a handy little folding leg utility table that you can pull out here. So if you want to use it here for dining or entertaining guests, you can move the table here in front of the primary, rear-facing sofa for, eating and enjoyment there. Or you could even kick it outside if you're so inclined for, picnic use. So you can really use it for about anything. Now, things like drawers you're going to see, they're all plywood box constructed. Again, nothing is cheaper, nothing is scaled down. You've got a nice space for a wastebasket. And actually right here, this is not accidental either. This handy little bracket right there, when you take the sink covers out, the sink covers perfectly fit right in that little bracket space. That's something that I really enjoy about that. It's very well designed. Let's see, AM, FM, CD, DVD, Bluetooth player, central air, cabinet ducted heating as opposed to localized furnace as opposed to ducted heating. This is a small enough box. You just don't need ducted heating in here. It's a very small cubic foot of space. That's the same big furnace they use in a lot of their RVs. It's overkill in this little space, so it doesn't need to be ducted. And that's part of the reason they slot the doors. Now, if you notice, the door is also fully framed out. I love these little batten strips, the way it kind of connects the floor to the ceiling. But the wall, or the door in a Winnebago is always fully framed out so that you've got a full structure holding the door in the right shape. So even without the jacks down, when the frame is not perfectly square, the door still holds. It still works correctly. You actually have to use the mechanism. Plenty of legroom. We got a floor flush stool here. Again, I forgot to pull out the propane tank stuff, but this is your propane tank cover. But if you get an idea for how big that is, you actually get to see how big this big shower is. And it's a shower, not a tub. It's a couple's camper. It doesn't need a tub. For extra elbow room, even though it is a big shower, they did give you a curved shower track back here, which is very nice. You have both a skylight for headroom and a power vent fan, so you get lots of light back here. But check this out. You've got this huge bathroom bonus closet right here. And, tell me when too much storage is ever the wrong answer. And there are hanging hooks up there, by the way. Sometimes people ask me, why do they use those little hooks instead of a rod? Well, when you're going down the road, if it's a hanging rod, your clothes can shift. But if you put a hanger on these hooks, it can't move. So, built-in nice little medicine cabinet right here. Some people ask me, why is this here? Well, it's actually a chimney from the gray tank. They have to be able to breathe, and that's what that does. And a big stainless adult-size sink. You can actually get big adult hands in here. And for the little grandkids, the time that they come over, they can actually reach a light switch. They don't have to wake you up at night. I think we've pretty much covered it. Let me wrestle with this box here real quick because I wasn't smart enough to pull it out of the way in the first place. Nobody gets it right 100% of the time. I'm certainly no different. So here's what she looks like without this ugly brown UPS cargo box in the way, filled with propane tanks. They have the simplest, easiest Murphy bed system I've really seen out there. It's got little safety locks. You can travel with it in the up or down position. They do recommend you travel with it in the down position, which is another really neat thing about the 2106 DS here at HaylettRV. This bed can be left down and the slide can still go in and out. When the slide is in, you can still access the bathroom, the kitchen, the sofa and everything. This RV is basically, other than the TV, fully functional when you're going down the road or when it's at your house and closed up and you're getting ready to leave. So when you're ready to fold this down, it is just as simple as flip it and flop it. That's all there really is to it. Notice how you don't have to make the bed every night with a one-piece Murphy bed, guys, as opposed to a folding mattress. There's benefits to the folding mattress concept. I discussed those in the RVs that have that equipment. There's benefits to everything. There is more than one way to skin a cat, and there's more than one way to camp. There is no one best way. They're all best in different ways. I can't stress that enough. But this has been the most preferable method out there. Now, when you're ready to pull it away, or put it away, by the way, remember, if you don't care that it's a Murphy bed, you don't, like, you want the 2106 FBS, but I'm sold out and you see we have a DS, you can leave the bed down. You don't have to put the bed up. It can lock in the down position. And then let's say you have guests and you're entertaining. You can put the bed away when the guests come. You know, there's no downside to it. So when you're ready again, this is what I call flip it and forget it. I actually didn't come up with that line. One of our salesmen here did. I'll have to give him credit. But that's all there is to put this away. And then the sofa can fold right back up. Lickety split. Again, only takes one hand. Big side stands. You know what I like about these side stands? When I'm sitting down, I always forget a napkin or something in the kitchen. Well, I can actually set a dinner plate down. I can get up. I can grab something. I don't have to juggle things and drop things. Because unfortunately, as you may have noticed, I sometimes make mistakes and I'm clumsy or forgetful or whatever, you know. Now I don't have that problem here. So 3,700 pounds, narrow body, easy towing. I call it retirement grade. There are so many people out there who are like, listen, we're getting ready to retire. I want to camp. I want to travel. I want to live part of the good life that I've worked my tail off for my entire life. But I don't want a 45-foot fifth wheel. Is there anything that is small, but it's actually still built really well and not built cheap? And the answer is heck yes. And this is not the only example of a trailer that fits that description. But it's one of the better ones for sure. Every RV is the best in different reasons. I encourage you, you know, do some research. And I don't care where you get your appetite, kids, as long as you come home for dinner. And I'm pretty confident if you give our team here at HaylettRV a chance, you'll come home for dinner. So take care, stay safe, have fun, happy camping everyone, and remember, we only do everything at HaylettRV, and there is no such thing as being too far away to work with us here at Haylett's. Thanks, guys.